So I've rented this hidden location, gym. Garage door, going in.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Good morning, and it's been a strange year as 2020 is wrapping up. I'd like to share a bunch of the rad stuff that I've got kind of going on behind the scenes and what is coming. Yeah, so let's go. I see you. So as of right now, I have a lot of moving pieces. I'm excited, and this is kind of a time that I'm trying to invest back into HVIII brand, the business, and everything else. So one of the things I've wanted to do since we've got things started is I really wanted kind of my own studio, place to film, place to shoot content, and that's like the garage was back in Louisiana, but better. And so right now that's what's currently under construction, and I'll show you guys around a little bit. So I've rented this hidden location, gym. Garage door, going in. So we got everything painted and trimmed out. A friend of ours, Cassie, did a bunch of work. Come on, focus. So Cassie did a bunch of work, fixed this area back here. So we'll plywood this wall, plywood the ceiling. And then I'll show you where the UMSO podcast studio is gonna be.
Yesterday?
About
kind of the plan with this?
I don't know, I'll hear it.
All right.
So that's what's going on, the future of dope. This is it's a big investment. I'm slightly out of my comfort zone, but that's what we're looking for, right? Like, I want to push and challenge and know that I can do this and build, and I'm reinvesting podcast money into the podcast and reinvesting, you know, HVIII brand money into the space so that we can do better things and produce better content. And having this facility here is going to make a big difference. Like, we can fly people to us, we can train here, we've got a place that's under our control as far as lighting, sound, all those type of things, and that makes a really, really big difference. So next I need to go to 9 for 9, which is a long way away, and I need to get an idea of what I have over there. Getting a place set up like this for us to film and shoot and do everything, like, this has been big on my dreams and goals list. Like, I tried to do this in Louisiana, but I had some life things get in the way. I had rented an office and I never really got to use it. I just ended up paying for it for 2 years. But that's how things work, man. Like, if you're gonna do your own business and be your own boss and do all that and try to grow things, like, you can't be risk adverse. You gotta be willing to fucking put it in the fire and be willing to lose it. And that's, I believe that I can do enough here to get my investment back, to know that this concept works of having a space to shoot in, to produce content, to make better quality stuff that drives my ideas and creativity stuff. Like, all of that is what I want, that what I think enables me to be my best me. So I'm investing in whatever gets me there. Is it safe? No. Is it smart? Not on paper, but I fucking believe in me, and I'm confident in that. I'm confident that if I give myself the tools, I can fucking do anything. Ugh. Alright, so I made my way to 9 for 9. I'm gonna go figure out what equipment I've got here, as I think Travis and Cody are gonna buy like steel plates from me, as I've kind of got a hodgepodge of shit. So yeah, I got barbells and a bunch of stuff that's gonna come with me to the new spot. Log bar, stuff from Kabuki, some weight trees and stuff like that I'm gonna sell to these guys. Jerk blocks are coming, my rack's coming, treadmill's coming, salt life. Alright, got an idea. So, got that done. 2,200 pounds of weight that I'm gonna sell Travis and Cody. Stoked, and then I gotta get new steel plates coming in for dope. Yeah, another one of the big mental shifts that I've been trying to make is it like is trying to believe there's nothing impossible. Like, I believe that there's a ton of stuff that can get done, and if I want to build a space, there's things that have some limitations I have to live in with them, right? Like, I can't just go build some giant 50,000 square foot facility, but there's a step one. And I look at like what Barbell and them did with Barbell Brigade, or what Rob's done with Warhouse Gyms and stuff like that. Like, there's a step one. And so I'm really excited to do this and invest back in us. And that's the big one. It's confidence in us, and confidence in what we believe in, and confidence in what we stand for, that we're gonna pour back in to us, and that gives us control. It keeps us at the wheel. It keeps us making decisions, and that's how I feel the strongest about progress. So, man, nothing's impossible. Like, you can fucking do it. If you want a gym, there's a step one, and that step one may be saving some money. It may be finding a location. It may be any of these things, but there's always a fucking step one to accomplish what you want to do. So whatever those dreams are, figure out a plan of attack, like organized plan. Like, nothing happens with fucking magic, man. It's not a magic thing that created the brand or built success. It's not a magic thing of like, oh, his YouTube channel's doing well. Like, none of it's magic. It's hard fucking work done for a long time, and there's no way to shortcut that. You know, another thing to recognize here is like this progress and these changes and stuff like that with the gym, and the podcast studio. These scare the fuck out of me, because it's expensive. It's a lot of fucking money. It's a risk, and so it's super fucking scary. But like I said before, like, I fucking believe in it, and it feels like a full fuck yes from me, and that's always been my rule of thumb. It's either a fuck yes or a no, and there's no way to do it halfway. So we're fucking going, and man, I'm stoked. I'm stoked on it. I'm stoked on the progress. I'm stoked on what we're gonna do. I'm stoked on what we're gonna be able to do in that place. Like, I'm creating a place that allows us to do our jobs better. That's the key. That's the key to having this team around me, and what like Brant and Harrison and these other guys that I've got on board have been able to do. And so we're gonna lean in, and we're gonna keep doing more. Your fucking dreams and goals should scare you, man. Like, that's why they're a challenge. You don't know if it's gonna work. You don't know if it's a success. If it's 100% sure thing, then it's not challenging. And while I'm saying nothing's impossible, it's not true. Like, there's definitely things. Like, look, I'm not gonna play in the NBA. I'm not gonna do any of that. But a few things I've learned that I think really matter are, so I trust in me. And I trust in my confidence that I have in myself to get a thing done under one condition: that I'm obsessed about it, and that I'm gonna go fucking 100% at it. If that's the case, it's gonna be fine. But anything less than that, my chances for failure are going to increase dramatically. I've half-assed some things before, and they don't ever go well. But if there's anything I've ever poured 100% into, and I'm smart, and I'm listening to the failures along the way, and I'm listening to the mistakes, and I'm always correcting course and being smart instead of just trying to bash it into the box that I want it to fit in. It's more working with it and helping grow it organically. Like, I have an idea and I want to get there, but what gets us there, I don't care, as long as the outcome's what I want. And doing that allows me to just continue to think and guess and do and try to be smart about the decisions and investments I make along the way there. So, hope that helps you guys out. That's a little bit of catch up of what I've got on. This beauty is going to head off to Utah pretty soon for Gilly Fab to work on it. I'm stoked on that. we've got big plans, and you guys are being brought through that whole build process as well. But hey, always.